Yes, we're getting deep into the NHL free agency waters. We got KG, we got Spencer Raxter, we got all of you in the chat. And look, man, like I'm giving you my thoughts. D-Mac's giving you his thoughts. You're giving your thoughts. I read your thoughts too. Yeah. And I'm not, somebody earlier said, you'll get your thoughts out there so Neil can rip you apart. No, that's not it. I'm telling you what I think. And I'm giving you the why on what I think. KG, you had a question before we went to break.
Yeah, because Justin and Flannel kind of brought this up. It's clear that Stevie, from this free agency period, he's leaning more towards the youth to be able to really pull us out of this thing in the long run. Do you think that's I wouldn't say a mistake, but we've seen the Tigers try this approach, and clearly it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, so there's one difference there.
Okay, well, point out.
The youth in the Tiger system was brought here by who?
Yeah, Al Avila. That's true.
The youth in the Red Wing system was brought here by
This is all Stevie Y talent.
And I'll just lay it down like this, and I'll merge those two questions, because I got a question for Spenny, then I got to go back to
But do you
D-Mac.
think that's the right approach?
Yes.
Okay.
Look at Tampa. You know what I'm saying? Look at the core of their run and all that. But Spenny, I'll go back to this. Here's why it's the right approach. Right now, right here, and this is going to be good. Edvinson or Gostisbehere?
Edvinson.
For this year.
Edvinson.
Take the money out of it. Yeah. Edvinson or Gostisbehere?
Edvinson.
Edvinson's about 3 times cheaper.
Yes.
That's a home run then, right?
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying here, man? Like, it's depth, not width, man. It's depth.
That's two of the things like that they didn't have last year that they're going to have going into this year. You're going to have a full season of Simon Edvinsson.
He's your second line defenseman now, right?
Yeah, oh yeah. You're going to have a full season of Patrick Kane instead of just the last month and a half of these guys. Yeah. And you've got guys to supplement, like Soderblom. You know he's damn near ready to be an NHL player. Jonathan Berggren. Every time he steps into the NHL, he scores goals. He's ready to be an NHL player. You've got Wallander and Johansson, who are both on the precipice of becoming NHL players. These guys are ready to go. So you don't need to sign guys just to sign guys. You have dudes coming up ready to go. Do I think they need to make another veteran to bring in? Yes, I do. Do I think Steve Yzerman's going to do it? Yes, I do. I think he's going to make a trade like we saw last year. I saw Taylor Shantz in the Woodward Sports Chat. Remember, we didn't get to Brinkett until July 10th last year. So, it's all right. It's going to happen. He's going to bring somebody in, but you've got guys in your system ready to go. Simon Edvinsson's a stud, and he's going to be here all year next year. I'd take that over Gostisbehere. Yeah. Patrick Kane is a stud, and he is going to be here all year next year. I'd take that over, who are you worried about, Daniel Sprong? Like, this is what we're doing now. We have guys that we re-signed that were difference makers.
There's no learning curve for the young guys, though? Like, we plugged them in and we're straight to the playoffs?
Yeah.
All right.
We were in the playoffs last year. If we had this team now,
were close,
with Cam Talbot, makes the playoffs last year.
That I agree with 100%. Which D-Mac kind of circles back. Can you tell me this? Because when you pull up the Wings cap table and you look at, there are 4 goalies right now that are on this roster. Husso, Lyon, Jack Campbell, Cam Talbot. You said it was the competition thing. I just wonder, D-Mac, okay, but what's the exit? There's got to be an exit plan for 2 of these guys. And my guess is the 2 guys that there's going to be exit plans on are Husso and Lyon. That's my guess.
That's the writing on the wall.
Okay. Your best guess, D-Mac, the thought process behind that.
Well, I think the thought process is I gotta solidify that there's a question mark in not if Alex Lyon can do it for a short period of time, but for a long period of time. And that, to me, it tells me that they're closer in Steve's mind to being the playoff team. But he's going to more so go with or give the opportunity to the younger guys who have obviously proved either in Grand Rapids or with the cup of coffees that they've had with the Wings in the direction, because he's got to re-sign. The money this year's got to go, and I don't think he's done either, but it's got to go to Sider, it's got to go to Raymond, and these guys have earned in his mind that competition, but he needs a guy that's been there before that you can say, okay, win me a game or get me in the playoffs, and he believes that's Cam Talbot.
Yeah,
that's what Stevie's talking, or Jack Campbell that have been number ones. Jack Campbell's been number one in Toronto. That's, you know, facing the fire or whatever like this. So to me, it's solidified. The thing that it reverts back to is when you listen, if you care, and this is to the 40% that are on the Yzer plan, right, is the fact that he's not sacrificing making a move or a couple moves just to make the playoffs in order to be questioning whether you're going to make it the year after.
Mm-hmm.
This is foundational. And I know Tony in the chat, it's 6 years and I'm getting impatient. Well, the game has changed. And if you want to realistically look at it, you have to take the books into account. And he had to get the books right first for the first 2 or 3 years or whatever. This is the only way that he's figured out with doing it with Tampa before and the evolution of the game. It has to be done this way to do it right. I understand that, as I just waited 2.5 years to do my new cannabis deal, right? It had to be patience to do it right. So for everybody who cares, let the man cook, right? I don't think he's done, but this tells me that the goaltending that he had tells me the question mark to Husso. We don't know if he's healthy or not. This tells me he's not, right? So really it's more of a 3-man battle, and we know that they're accustomed to carrying 3 goalies. Yeah. So that might be the case too. So who knows what's happening, but the goaltending you have now is more sustainable to make you a playoff team than last year. So look at that you've upgraded there. And
I see Suyu in the Woodward Sports Chat says Soderblom is more overripe mid-bum wings. We need a more scoring 30-plus dog wing. We have four 30-plus goal scorers on this team right now, with Raymond, Kane, DeBrincat, and Larkin. Do you need 6 30-goal scorers? Is that what you're asking out of this guy? Like, we've got goal scoring on this team. We've got our top line guys. Like, what else do you guys want? Do you want us to be the 2002 Red Wings again? Like, sorry, you can't. You literally can't do that anymore.
Literally can't.
Hey, tell me the bad. There's one bad contract that's glaring that Steve Yzerman has signed, and that's Justin Hall.
Yeah.
Is there another one? Am I missing it?
Doesn't appear that way.
People could argue the Petrie.
Okay,
Yeah,
Petrie too.
situation.
But wasn't he what he was? Would you expect him to be?
Yeah, he did fall off quickly, but everyone.
So again, he's not perfect, but there's a plan to his matter, and it doesn't matter. Like, why? It's we are here right now. Where are we going further? I mean, it's like bringing up the past of how you get. Like, do you think there's going to be a change? They're not out of any of these sports teams. Steve Yzerman's not going anywhere, so you might as well either drive yourself nuts and sit here and complain, or try to figure out the path that he's going. Yeah. Let's just wait and see. Like I said, maybe this conversation's too early.
Woodward Sports chat thread. The Ski Mask Boy, Ghost is gone to Carolina. Yes, I know, Ski Mask Boy. I'm telling you, when I gave the choice to Spenny, here today, if the game were starting at 7 and you had to pick between the 2 players right now today, Ghost or Edvinsson?
Edvinsson. It's not close.
It's not close, right? Well, Ghost cost almost $4 million. Edvinsson cost $800,000. You see what I'm saying?
Same
Ghost
production.
had, what, 50 points last year? I think, like, something like that. I bet Edvinsson's around 45 next year.
For a quarter of the price.
Yep.
You see it? Like, this is part of it now, guys. Mm-hmm. I know it's been a while since we've been, awake for Red Wings hockey. I know it has been, but this is part of it. Those are the wins that people aren't talking about that are there. That's why I believe in it. And for the linear granular crowd, there's been improvement every single year. They miss the playoffs by 90. I see here. You want to boil it all back down? I can't believe it then. I don't believe it today, and I won't believe it tomorrow. That people are going to dictate a man's regime to this point based on 90 seconds, to the point where if they made what if they had made the playoffs this year and got cooked by the Rangers?
That's what everybody wanted.
Yeah, well, fans would have felt better. That's,
over 90 seconds.
Yeah.
Like that. Okay, this is going to be tone, chock full of tone, everybody. So just get ready for it. Please explain to me how 90 seconds are going to determine whether or not you think a man is a total failure or a total success. That's the stupidest thing I've ever heard in my life. Somebody explain it to me. Someone in the chat, because you're out there, because I've seen you today. Please explain to me how if they would have made the playoffs last year, then all of a sudden, yeah, let's go, Hockey Town, we're back. Like, explain it to me. And it's very clear what they're doing. He's doing the same thing he's done since he's been here.
Yeah.
Ghost is gone. Edmondson's coming in for a quarter of the money, and he's better. Why is it? Why am I? Maybe the problem's me. Why do I not understand this? Why? Why do I not understand where the people are? DMAC, KG, Smith, somebody help me. You're my friends. Help me. Why can't I understand where these people are coming from?
It's the drought. It's the hunger. Just point blank.
Okay.
And people feel like maybe Stevie hasn't taken enough risk in order to get him past that point. But if he's building it the right way, to me, I'm cool with that. But 6 years, people are going to get impatient.
Okay. I understand that. But just your Edmondson Ghost comparison right there.
Yeah.
If that's a philosophy, is that not a winning philosophy?
It appears that way to me.
Have they not gotten better every single step of the way? Then what's everybody freaking out about? I know it's more sexy, right? Like, you'll get that on other networks around town. He's a failure. 5 years on the job. Yeah. Except when he walks in on day one, you got Franz Nielsen making $6 million a year, and Jimmy Howard making $5 million, and Abdelkader,
Spartan Dog,
making $5 million a year. Like, I won't understand it. Yeah. Rad Dad Scott, Neil, you're speaking to the people still stuck in a no cap space era. They want instant results today.
Yeah. Just impatience at this point.
I don't help me, you guys. The Shaquille O'Neal oatmeal. Now you're just being delusional, Neil. No, I'm being factual. I just laid out an example for you. So you're the person I'm talking to right now. Help me understand your perspective. I'll listen. I'll read it. Put it out there.